everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for Make Paper Art. Today I am using the Fall Doily cut file, and this is a new cut file to the shop. And since I have a silhouette portrait, this one was a little tricky for me because this is a really delicate cut file, and because I have to shrink it down so much, it just wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to. So what I did is I cut this cut file in the 12 by 12 size, but only ended up cutting it at 8 by 12, if that makes sense. And then I decided to use it as a stencil since half of it was missing, and it turned out fabulously. So what I did is I put down some modeling paste, and then unfortunately this part got cut out, but I sprinkled a bunch of diamond glitter all over the top of the modeling paste and then set it off to the side and let it dry. And I love how it turned out. It's absolutely gorgeous. So this is a different way you can use cut files. I know that it's obviously not a brand new thing. I have done this before. Other people have done it before, but I love using them as stencils. And if you use a thicker cardstock, so I use 100-pound cardstock, you can actually reuse them more than once. So just keep that in mind. Now I decided that I wasn't going to try to do any color to my background. I'm just going to keep it white. So I'm going to be using the Fancy Pants Golden Days collection for those two papers that I backed my photo with. And I'm sorry if it's a little blurry. I'm not sure what happened there. And I'm also sorry that I am trying to find something to watch on my computer while I'm filming. And I know that you can't really see the sparkle detail because my lights are so bright, but you'll be able to see them in the close-ups at the end. But basically, I'm centering my photos in the center of the cut file. And then I'm going to use these pieces, and these are from the new Fancy Pants collection, the Yellow Door, and layering them around. And I'm keeping my embellishment and everything to a minimal so that it doesn't, I really don't want to cover up any of that stenciling I did in the background. And like I said, I'm sorry you can't see it very well, but you'll be able to see it in person. You can see it very, very well. So the photo I am scrapping is of my daughter and her best friend, and they had raked leaves into a pile and were jumping in it, and my husband snapped this really cute one of them where they were smiling and laughing, and I thought it was just perfect. The cut file has a lot of leaves and acorns and things in it, and it's perfect for any fall layout, but I thought it was just right for this. Now these acorns from the Fancy Pants collection had a pretty thick white border, and that's kind of one of my pet peeves. I don't like white borders on my die cuts, so I just cut it off and it's fine. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to play around with the placement of them and kind of switch up some of the colors so that it's more balanced on the top and the bottom. So if you haven't already, you should head on over to Facebook. There is a Make Paper Art Facebook group, as well as an Instagram account. So you should definitely follow in both places. That's when you get to see when the new cut files are released, and also if there's any sales or anything going on. It is, you know, the Christmas season and Black Friday and all, so you never know when the sales are going to start. So I think it's definitely a great idea to follow in as many places as possible just in case, so you don't miss out on any of the great cut files. So now I'm using these little resin flowers, and these are also from Fancy Pants. I think everything I use except for the thickers are Fancy Pants. And I was thinking about using this Friends, but I didn't like the black. Like I felt like it was too strong. So I'm not going to end up using that. But off of this puffy sticker sheet, I end up using a couple of the hearts and then some of these little dots. And it's just the perfect color to go with everything else. Like it matches really well with the papers and with the yellow door die cuts. So I'm just going to finish putting those around there, see if there's anything else I wanted to use. And then I'm going to pull out a couple of these little cork pieces, also fancy pants, and this is from the Golden Days collection, I believe. And I'm just going to lay 2 of them down. And these are not ones that you can pick up after you put them down because they will break. So I was pretty positive and confident in where I was going to put them. So I just kind of set them down there. And now I'm going to use these little thickers and use the rose gold ones and just spell out best friends underneath the photo there. Didn't really need much more of a title. This isn't like a special story or anything. That's just, you know, exactly what's showing in the picture is best friends. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Again, head on over to the Facebook group and join there. And don't forget that you can use my code for a discount at the shop. And that'll all be down in the description down below. See you again next time. Bye!